Welcome in to the ATL Day Ones podcast. I am Jarvis Davis, and
I'm
hello.
Tenitra Batiste.
We are part of the Locked On Sports Atlanta. Y'all, real quick, just to let you all know, we're going to be giving you everything Atlanta sports from the Hawks, the Braves, and the Falcons. T, is there anything else we're going to be giving them as well?
Oh, yeah, because we've got a world champion or a national champion just down the road in the form of the Georgia Bulldogs. So when we tell you that we're going to be covering it, we're talking in and around the A. We got Atlanta United that's coming back and having a good year so
Ooh.
far. So, yeah, we've got lots to talk about with sports in and around a magnificent sports town, no matter what anybody else says. This
And
is
guess
where it's
what?
happening.
This is where it's happening every day, Monday through Friday. You can definitely check us out on our YouTube channel, which is Locked On Sports Atlanta, and we're on every last audio platform, every last one of them. I'm not going to even begin to start
Yeah,
naming them, just all of them. We're on every last one of them. And
excited.
but Tenitra, excuse me. But before we get into all that, I want to say this: the Hawks clinched the playoff berth last night, and they also kept a team that just made me smile out of the playoffs. But before we get to that, I want to tell you about Bet Online. After months of playing, college basketball had determined the top teams for the Final Four and will determine this year's national champion this coming week, actually tomorrow. And one of the things that is significant about this is that you got the blue bloods, right? You got the Dukes of the world, you got the Kansases of the world, you got the North Carolinas of the world. That's
Yeah.
Tanitra's team. You see how excited she is? She is ready to roll with Hubert Davis as the head coach. You have all these teams in here. So what you need to do is just go to Bet Online. It is your number one source for all your betting needs and sports information, from the latest odds, contests, and player props. You name it. Like, think about how big this is. Coach K going up against North Carolina in his retirement farewell season. I don't know about y'all, but I am super excited. You know, BetOnline remains the best spot for all of your latest sports developments, including podcasts and reviews for all the league this season. Head to the website today or use your mobile device to learn more on trends and the action. BetOnline, where the game starts.
Yes, sir.
The Nitro. The Atlanta Hawks beat the Cavaliers last night, 131 to 107. They clinch a postseason berth. Before we get to the Hawks, though, they also kicked out the New York Knicks. I am so excited.
Yes, yes. And the excitement that Trae Young showed in his post game when a couple people asked that question and he didn't realize that effectively you eliminated them. And I said, man, what a week and a half or so it's been, because just a week and a half ago, killed the Knicks at their home. And now you dead them. You deaded them once again from getting into the postseason. And you did this last year as well. So just an exciting kind of icing on the cake or a little cherry on top for the Hawks last night. And of course, not that they're our nemesis, but they did eliminate the Wizards from contention as well.
Yeah, like that is some big time stuff, because it seems like Trey always finds a way to just really just step out on this New York bravado that somehow just won't go away. You know,
Yes.
we took the title in the music game, we took the title in as far as basketball, we stepped on all of that. We took away Julius Randle, he's disappeared. He
Yes.
doesn't exist anymore either. You know, and y'all still want to be over here and just be so braggadocious about the New York Knicks being back. Well, forget y'all. The Hawks are back, baby. All right. So I think one of the things that stood out to me, OT, last night was the way the bigs were playing for the Atlanta Hawks. When you think about Clint Capella, he actually looks healthy. I'm talking about just crashing the boards. He had 12 and 14 last night. That double machine.
Yes.
That's the guy that they actually brought in on that they actually traded for to for him to come in and do is just be an absolute double machine.
Yeah. And he imposed his will. What I'm liking is I'm seeing playoff CC. So the double the double-digit rebounds, we've been seeing that consistently this entire season. But where we weren't seeing him was really doing it on the offensive side. And Clint Capella literally had 6 of maybe the Hawks' first 10 points in the game last night. And so I thought that he was really trying to set the tone. And I'm seeing little things, may not be a big deal, but it's the little things that are going to count, especially when you get into head-to-head competitions like the Nets, who are also fighting for their postseason lives. And we'll see them tomorrow night. But this CC is making those point blank shots. This CC hit his free throws last night. This CC is hitting a mid-range jumper here and there. And this CC even once or twice found the open man, so that if he didn't have the best shot or if the Cavs bigs collapsed on him, he kicked the ball out and somebody made the Cavs pay on the wing. So yeah, loving seeing Clint Capella do it. But you also know, and I've been saying this since I had a chance to talk to Double O during the summer, I have been saying, okay, yeah, it's good, but wait until Double O gets back. Wait until Double O gets back. It took him a little while to get back. He stayed in rehab a little bit longer and was kind of slow to pick up. But Jarvis, when he picked it up, he picked it up big time. And he's another one. Both ends of the court has just been playing lights out. And what a treat it has been to see what he's been able to do for that second unit.
Yeah, that second unit. Also, let me throw another name. He didn't play that well last night, but Bogdanovich has been a killer for the Atlanta Hawks during this win streak, and just being the guy where you can know you just pass the ball off to and just let him go. And because he's been just like a sniper out there, and you can say that you can just see the confidence that he has when he's out there on the court with that unit, and everybody looking at him saying, okay, this is our guy when we come in. You know, we got to look for Bo and make sure he's doing his thing. And then, like you said, with Double O, Onyeka Okongwu, for all you newcomers who don't know who that is, when he comes in, he's actually, working with those guys and being that guy to clean the glass and just make sure he's getting to the point where that is, he knows his role. He knows exactly what he's supposed to do. And he just plays that role. Mm-hmm. And with all of these factors, it's just hard for me to believe that these aren't the Hawks that we saw last year in the playoffs, sans John Collins.
Yeah, this is looking like playoff Hawks, no question about it. And when you think about another piece there with Double O, it's that versatility that Nate McMillan can move him from the 4 to the 5. He's even played the 4. When he plays the 4 with Clint Capella, that has also been effective for the Hawks. But I love something you just said, doing this without John Collins. And so when he went down, the initial report was, okay, 1 or 2 games. But then it came down to it, and it's like we're now going on 2 or 3 weeks. Do I think we'll get him back? Yes. If the Hawks are able to get into the first round, I do believe they'll get him back for the first round if they get there. But the most important thing is those individuals stepping up in his absence, like Onyeka Okongwu, like Danilo Gallinari, who's been really committed to playing at both ends of the court as well. And even though he's out right now on concussion protocol, Jalen Johnson. Been working hard in the G League, been working hard with the Skyhawks. Shout out to them, too, for winning 9 straight. But he was a part of the success that got the Skyhawks back in postseason contention. And now he's bringing that energy and a little bit more basketball IQ to the table, such that Nate McMillan has gotten comfortable with playing a rookie.
Yeah, and for him to get Nate to that point, because we already know, we know how Nate is.
Right.
Nate McMillan doesn't like playing rookies. Like this whole city of Atlanta understands and knows that, and it's been embedded in their brains as to why that is. Like he just doesn't trust them. And for Jalen Johnson to build that type of trust right now with the type of coach that Nate McMillan is, and just be able and then get in there and actually look like he belongs. I know he was a first-round pick, but, these guys coming in the league nowadays so young, it takes some time for them to develop. But like you said, he put in the work down in College Park. Shout out to the Skyhawks, too, Chine. Doing this thing down there, I think that's the thing that is going to help this team going forward if they're going to make a run and John Collins is going to be out for some time.
Yeah, and just Trae Young, we cannot say enough about him looking past just the numbers. Yes, we can say he scored 30 points and he's been scoring 30 and 40 a clip these last 10 or 11 games. And yes, we can point to the 9 assists, but when you dig down into the 9 assists, it's where they happened. It's the fact that when he hit the court last night and really the last several games, he's looking for the open man. So before, I say about 3 or 4 weeks ago, when teams were just starting to trap, and he could not even get close to half court, now he's starting to get out of that. He's finding the open man. He's having confidence that the open man is going to hit the shot. And he also is, you're looking at his assist to turnover ratio and how that number has improved drastically. So I'm loving what I'm seeing in terms of Trae's vision to get the rest of the team involved, knowing you got to get a Kev Herter involved early, knowing that you can give Bogdanovich the ball whenever, but it's him starting to understand that literally not just points wise, but everything you do for the Hawks, as you go in your all-around game, so goes this team.
No doubt about it. And like you said, I believe that with all that being said, I think that all of the what's been going on and what they've been putting out on the floor, Trae Young is the catalyst. Like I call him the new boy band, Trae and the gang is rolling. And I'm looking forward to the big matchup against the Brooklyn Nets tomorrow night. Make sure you check that out. We will definitely be discussing that on Monday.
Yes.
But coming up next, T, if the Falcons are going to have a lot of salary cap space next year, I got a 2-year plan, a perfect 2-year plan for them coming up. We'll discuss that next on the ATL Day Ones podcast. I'm Jarvis Davis, and she's Tenitra-Trae Young.
See you on the other side.